Hey, welcome everybody to the Purple Passion Soaps home studio, where we're going to go through making a loaf or two or three or four of my, what are we going to call it? Let me see. That is my got it here somewhere. Yes, we do. My body detox soap. What's special about my body detox, you ask? And I'm going to sit down here for a minute. This is made with activated charcoal, tea tree, and peppermint oils. And they are all blended in just the right specific quantities to give you the best bar possible to help detox the body. The activated charcoal in this soap helps bring out the toxins in your skin. That's one thing it does, as well as the tea tree is good for your hair, and so is the peppermint. So if you got some nappy looking hair and it just not doing what you want, this is what you got to try. And this is made out of some of the best ingredients possible to give me a hard, good lathering, good smelling bar soap. So let's get started. First thing on the agenda is to weigh out all our ingredients. Okay, so with that, regular old home scale, a digital scale is best. I've got me some Pyrex bowls here because they can take the heat, because we gotta stick these in the microwave to melt down the oils. So let's put it on our thing here, get it zeroed out, and start adding our ingredients. Okay, let's start with the coconut oil. I believe that takes 14.4 ounces. And that's the only ingredient you're going to hear out of my mouth today. The rest of it is a secret. Why is it a secret? Because when you get that perfect soap, you don't want everybody else having your recipe, do you? You make your own recipe. Let's take a little bit of that out. A little bit back. Here we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to do both bowls here while we're into this thing. Oops, dropped a little blob down there. That's okay. We didn't need that anyway. Almost there. Almost there. Bingo. We're there. Okay. So that's our first ingredient. Next ingredient. I'm not going to tell you my ingredients, and I'm not going to tell you how much, because I would be giving away my secret. But weigh your ingredients out first. We're going to zing that back to zero. Add our ingredients till we get to the desired weight. All your soaps are done by weight, not by volume. So make sure you have a scale and everything is by weight. Let's put a little tiny piece in there. There we go. All right, that's another. Let's do this one. Zero it out so we make sure we got the right amount going in. We're making two batches of this, so that's why I'm doing two bowls. I got two Pyrex bowls because they can take the heat and not worry about getting out of the kitchen. Okay, let me get my lid out of here. Put my lid back on. Now let's move on to the next. And keep you some old towels around for wiping yourself down. Couple things you want to keep around: vinegar and lots of paper towels. Okay, let's go on to our next ingredient, which is, let's see, some of this right here. Okay, we zeroed it out. Let's start pouring that in. I'm a little shaky because I'm just a little weak from some medication I'm on. Okay, that's one bowl. Let's get the other bowl over here. Zero it out. Pour in our ingredients to the desired weight. Okay. Next ingredient: cocoa butter. Yes, we use cocoa butter. How much? I'm not going to tell you. In goes the cocoa butter. Beautiful. Trying to make some room around here to work. Your table you find, your work table, get a long big table because you're going to need all the room you need. In goes 2 more. Beautiful. Okay, that's that ingredient. The other magical ingredient would be in this little squirt bottle here. Let's see, we got that, yep, we got that. Okay, there's only about 5 ingredients in this soap, and they're all natural. There's no weird stuff. Okay, let's go with this. This is the last, excuse me, ingredient. That one's done. That one's done. Close her up, set her aside. Okay, now what are we going to do with these? We're going to put them in the microwave oven until we melt all these oils. Since we've got a coconut oil, which is semi-hard, and some palm kernel oil, which is, well, I told one of my secrets in there, you got to melt that stuff down because when you blend it, well, guess what? So I will be right back. Let me throw one of these in the microwave, and I'll be right back. Okay, next thing we're going to add is our activated charcoal. That's going in a separate mixing bowl. How much do we put in? Well, that's a secret too, but it's all about how much you want in there. All these ingredients you can get from soap supply stores. Don't go locally, because if you go locally, you're going to pay more for it. Shop online, get your best prices. We're going to put a little oil in here because the activated charcoal is a powder right now. So we've got to put a little bit of oil in there just to mix that up. Let me see if this battery is still good in this thing. Got a little tiny blender here. Let's see if it works. It's a little weak, but that's all right. Put it in there and blend that stuff up. You can actually order a good blender online, a miniature A miniature stick blender is what you need, or you can just sit here and stir it for a while. But anyway, you want to get that all mixed up, all that powder. You don't want any clumps. Move it around. My little blender thing is a little weak. She's spinning kind of slow like old Uncle Joe at the junction. So anyway, get those mixed up real good because this is part of my magical soap, my body detox soap. Move it around, make sure we got all the clumps. Time to change the batteries in this thing. Make it spin up a little faster. This is a little piece of junk I bought from, what's that Swedish store? IKEA. Pay like $2.99 for one of these cheap things. Well, that's $2.99 worth. Get yourself a good one. And another thing you want when you're making soap, I'm throwing some tips in here as I go along. I'm making another video that's going to be posted before this, but have a electronic thermometer, infrared thermometer. You're going to use that to measure how hot your oils and everything are, because you want the oils and lye to be the right, and then you want a stick blender. I got like 10 of these because I teach soap making classes, okay? If you want to come get a hands-on experience, let me wipe some of the sweat off my brow. I'm sweating like a pig in here. Sorry about that, but okay. Let's set that aside. We don't need that anymore. Next thing we got to do is we got to mix up our lye. Okay, our lye water. So first thing we're going to start with is distilled water, and that comes to right there. Okay, that's one. Get yourself, go to Walmart, you can get these plastic cups. They come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. This is a medium, which I use for my lye water, my lye water mixture. What was that? Okay. I haven't done this in a little while, so I'm a little foggy on the ingredients. I usually know these ingredients by heart because I usually make up about 30 pounds of soap every couple days. So it's all here in the head. Alright, now next thing, we're going to get our lye up in there. And I use the small cups of that trio that I get from Walmart for my lye. Lye, you can order this online or you can get it locally. If you buy this in bulk, it comes cheaper. If you buy one, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So buy in bulk if you plan to make soap. Okay, lye, we want that 5 points. Okay, so let's start dishing that out. A little dark over here behind the shadow. Got to be able to see these numbers. Okay, that's one. We're going to go ahead and pour that lye into the water. Never pour water into lye, and we will explain that in our one of our next couple videos that we're going to bring out. A little bit more. There we go. Cap it tight so you don't get moisture in it. Next, stand back with your stainless steel whip and stir it up. Stir up your lye so it gets fully dissolved. It only takes about a minute of stirring, and set it aside. Okay. because it's going to take about 40 minutes for this lye to cool down, between 30 and 40 minutes. That's the longest part of making soap, is letting the oils and lye cool down to the proper mixing temp, which is about 95 to 105 degrees. You can mix them a little warmer or a little colder. I know people that do it at room temperature. I prefer to do it what it calls for. That way I get a good product. How do I wipe this off? With my let me get it done here. There we go. I spray it down with vinegar. The lye is neutralized. Set your lye aside. Let it cool down. Okay? Last but not least is the smell you're going to put in there. I'm going to use this big old bottle because I put the maximum amount of essential oils. I use all natural essential oils for my stuff. This is not the cheap shit. This is not diluted stuff. Sorry about my language. Tea tree. Smells like turpentine. Let's get my mix up in here. Okay, that's one. One of my oils is cooled down out there. And this here is my peppermint. Smells so good. Smells like a peppermint candy cane. Okay, we got that one mixed up. Let's cap her up until we're ready to do our mixing. We got another one here. Since we're making 2 batches, I need 2 bottles of, we can start with either one. Let's start with the peppermint. And these ingredients for your essential oils, what's the right amount of each? Well, I will teach that a little bit in my soap making class that I do a little bit later. I'm not doing that on this one. I'm just showing you how I go to town making my soap. Whew, let me get a paper towel. I'm sweating like a bull in Mexico. Woo-wee. Okay. So with that, we've got our oils. Let me put these back out of the way for right now. This is that goes there. Tea tree goes over where, let's see, tea tree right here. Right there. Put things back. That way you ain't got to worry about finding later. If you put them back where you make your room, try to make your soap room, and I'll show you that later. We've got our smells. We got our color and our activated charcoal. We got our lye over here cooling. And I'm going to go grab the first batch out of the microwave. I'll be right back. Okay, we have our first batch here of melted oils. I don't know if you can see that, but it is now in all liquid form. We'll set that there to cool a little bit. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why are you letting it cool? Why do you want to get it hot and then have to let it cool? Because you have to melt the oils, the palm kernels and all the happy stuff. So you can put your scale away at this point because you are done. With that, let me put this book over here out of the way. I've got my molds ready. They're all clean and ready. These are 3-pound. These are going to be 3-pound loaves that I cut up into bars when it's done. And that video will be tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow we'll do a little bit of video of what you need. And we'll show you when we take it out of the mold and how we cut it. Okay, and my bars are about 3.5 ounces each. Let's just give you an idea here. My battery work? Yes, it works. Let's see, what's wrong here? What's wrong? I think my battery's low. Well, let me change my battery out and I'll be back. I'm going to pause the video for a minute. Okay, so we're back. I got a fresh battery in my temperature probe. Let's see what this lye is. 182 degrees. The oils are 200 degrees. Woo! So we got to let these things cool off. They got to come down to about 105 degrees. That's going to take between 30 and 40 minutes or so. In the meantime, we got all our stuff ready. We're going to do our mixing in this bowl, pour it in our mold, cover it up, and we'll be back tomorrow. But I'll be back when we do the mixing here. So anyway, y'all sit tight there. We'll see you in about 30 minutes. Okay, so we're back with our second bowl of oils that have been heated up and melted down. We're going to sit those right there. And like I say, we've got to let them cool down. Let's see how much temperature that one is. 231 degrees. That's got to come down 100 plus degrees. So we're going to let everything sit. Everything's ready to mix up. Our lye is 172 degrees. So anyway, we'll let those come down. And I guess while we're waiting for that, so that I don't have to, waste time tomorrow, is a couple things you want. Okay? You want a squirt bottle that you keep vinegar, apple cider vinegar in. This is for neutralizing any spills, accidents, or should you get this stuff lye on your skin, simply spray your skin down where you got the lye on and it'll neutralize and not burn you. Lye will burn a hole in your skin. So wear old clothes and stay safe. Like I say, you want a 3-pack of these things here. You get them at Walmart for a couple bucks. It comes in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. I use the large when I'm doing big batches. That way I can double up my lye, because sometimes I'll make a 9-pound loaf. So that's like 3 times that amount of lye water mixture. And another thing, do not inhale the fumes of the lye. You'll see it putting off fumes when you're mixing up. Do not inhale that. You will burn up your lungs. So order your lye. I'll tell you where you can get it cheap if you buy big bulk. Essential Depot, okay? Essential Depot. That's online. Another thing you want to consider if you're getting into making bulk soap, just regular square or rectangle bulk soap, is pick up a couple of these silicone soap molds. I love these things. I love these things. They're easy to work with most of the time. However, make sure that when you take a loaf out, that you clean these up, because the lye that remains on the side a little bit could cause etching in the silicone. And once it starts etching, it's going to make your life miserable getting the soap out later. So these will make, like I say, I do a 3-pound loaf in these, which fills it up about 1 inch from the top, and that makes a perfect size bar about so big. I don't know if you can see that from here. It makes a regular soap size bar, and all of mine are about 3.5 ounces after I cut them. You can cut them as thin as you want or as thick as you want. That depends on how much you want to sell your soap bar for, or how much you want it to weigh. Do you want a big 5-ounce bar, 8-ounce bar? Me, I cut it into 3.5 ounce bars, because that's what you find on the shelves at stores. Everybody looks at it, they go, yeah, that's about the same size as store-bought soap. And it's easy to hold in your hand. I'm getting dry mouth here. Anyway, another thing I do is I buy these little organza bags online. My company's called Purple Passion Soaps. Therefore, I use purple organza bags to bag up my soap. And I got a little tag in here, and I'll bring it up close so you can see that. I had these tags made up. I went through different tagging and labeling things. See, Body Detox. See that? Purple Passion Soaps. It tells the ingredients I got in there. It doesn't tell how much ingredients, but it's all in there. And I got different ones. I got the Rose Garden. I got the Caribbean Nights. I've got the Dr. Feelgood. And I'll show you that all tomorrow on the video when we unmold these soaps. Okay, the soaps that we're pouring today, I will be unmolding them 24 hours from now. It takes about that long for it to get to the point that you can take it out of the mold easily. Okay, and you'll see that tomorrow. And like I say, another thing you want to do is to pick you up a couple of bowls, depending on how much you do. Since I do a lot, I've got 2 bowls, Pyrex, because they stand up to the heat. I think I already mentioned this, but you want a digital infrared thermometer so you can measure the temperatures. And if you get that far, go get you a big old bowl. I got me a big stainless steel bowl when I make my 9-pound loaves. Okay, I told you about the 3-pound silicone molds. You can also get those online from Brambleberry. This is a 1-pound mold. This is about a 2-pound mold. Those make up to 5 pounds. Those ones from Essential Depot, you can put up to 5 pounds of soap, but that means you're going to have a big square soap bar. So that's why I only do 3-pound, because after some experimentation, I thought to myself, yeah, man, this is what we're doing. They make all kinds of these molds that you see them in the stores everywhere. You can get those locally or online if you're looking for a special one. Woo, I'm sweating. Hot in here. I'm going to turn the fan on. Maybe that'll help cool them oils down quicker. Anyway, I had one of my customers, she wanted cinnamon soaps. Only cinnamon. And she wanted hand size bars because she's got little hands. So what she had done for me was she had ordered these. They're little oval bars. They're probably about 2 ounce maybe. And then she also, I think she ordered these and gave these to me. She said, here, you can have them. So what did I do? I made her up about 30 bars of this for free because she gave me these to use. And I'll use these each time I make her soap. And you can also get little things like these all over the web. These are silicone molds. This is a starfish if you want to get into making little cutesy soaps or embedding things. I've got these little ones here. They're for ducks. They look like little rubber duckies. Silicone molds. I've also got some over there I can't show you online because they're X-rated. But I got other stuff. So we got everything ready here. Oh yeah, another thing I want to do, we'll tell you about this, is I've got this book here. And in this book has everything, all my recipes from my bath bombs, my teeth powder, my toothpaste. It's not a paste, it's a tooth powder, all natural. I got facial scrubs. I got lip balms, colognes, bug repellent, deodorants, and I also have herbs that I use in some of my soaps. And teas. I ordered teas from a place up in Washington State or Oregon, somewhere up there. I order organic teas because I love tea. And you can get all your herbs and teas from this place. I forget the name of it, but I'll look it up here in a moment. I got a little information here that tells, a few things about like germs and infections. What do you want into a bar of soap to help with germs and infections? Well, lemongrass is a good one. Got all kinds of stuff. It's stuff you need to look up and read. Okay. I got things to tell you about the certain oils that you can use. Like, olive oil is a good, it's healthy to your skin as a natural moisturizer. Olive oil is, okay? There's other oils. You can make a soap from up to about 60 different oils that are available out there. Almond oil, this oil, that oil, all kinds of oils. I only use, like I say, mine's only 5 ingredients. Everything is 5 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everything in mine, okay? Then the lye, which is 2 ingredients, water and lye. And my soap makes a real good bar. Now, you want to go online. I'll tell you this ahead of time. I'm going to do this in my soap class video. But you want to go online to a place that's called soapcalc.net. That's SOAPCALC.net. And they got a soap calculator, a lye calculator, and also the calculator will have these oils listed, and you can put the percentage of whatever oils you want to use. You can just go through and play with it, okay? We'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But what I do is after I get my perfect recipe, which I have the perfect recipe right here, guaranteed. All my customers are repeats. I made it to where I can make a 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4 pound, 5 pound, and then I print it out. I print it out, so I put it in this book in little plastic sheets, and I can reference this right here, right now, real quick. And then all my different things. I used to make something that was called Orange Sunshine. I still make Woodstock. I still make Cinnamon. I used to make a thing called Summerfields, and these are the blends of all my essential oils. 90% of my soaps are made with essential oils. Others, you can't afford to use essential oils, like making a rose smelling soap. You can't use an essential oil. You know why? It'll cost you $100 a bar to make it. So therefore, you got to buy a fragrance oil, which is a man-made oil to smell like roses. So everything you see behind me in these silver things and brown bottles is mostly essential oils. Okay? You can get these online. I'll tell you tomorrow about where you can get them and, stuff like that. I buy my stuff all the way up to a gallon jug, sometimes a 2-gallon jug. Just to give you an idea, this is peppermint. That's I can't read it. It's 11 pounds, but that's about 2 gallons. I use a lot of oils. Yes, you can go out and buy essential oils at the local store like this, which is about 1 ounce or less. It'll cost you $8 for that thing. You'll go broke making soaps with that, so you want to buy in bulk. This is probably the smallest bulk size I buy. This is 16.6 ounces. This is Nag Champa, better known as, or not better known as, its other name is Champaca, the Champaca flower. Very, very good smell. It comes from the 60s. I make a lot of different care products. Vitamin E goes in my lip balms. B propolis. Vitamin E. What else we got back here? We got all kinds of stuff. So anyway, go online. If you're interested in getting into serious soap making, go online and buy your stuff online. I buy my coconut oil. It's in 44 pound containers. I buy my other oils. It's in 30-pound boxes. Cocoa butter. I use lots of cocoa butter. I gotta look around for that stuff to get a good price on it. I don't have a bag here to show you, but I got these bags. This is pumice powder. I put pumice in one of my different bars of soap, my man soap. What does the pumice do? Pumice is just like that. I can't remember the name of the soap now, but it's a soap that was made from mechanics. I beat it with mine because it's got 2 essential oils that help break up grease, and the pumice scrubs it loose. Beautiful soap. I sell $100 of that to one customer about every 2 months. I give him a good price on it though, because he buys $100 at a time. My soaps are down in St. Augustine, Florida, at Maggie's Herb Farm. If you ever get to St. Augustine on the west side of it, stop by Maggie's Herb Farm. Those 2 guys down there that run it, those are a wealth of information down there. They know everything there is to know about herbs, trees, and stuff like that. They sell a lot of herbs, trees, and bushes and stuff. I got something on me. It's burning. I can feel the burn. What are we going to do? We're going to take off the gloves, because I probably got a little lye on the gloves. We're going to take one of these. We're going to spritz it with vinegar. Then we're going to wipe our face to make sure we didn't get any lye on my face. There we go. So that should stop that burn. I'm going to throw that one away. Put that over there. But yep, keep apple cider vinegar around with you, okay? You need that in case you have any spills or anything like that. I mentioned the bowls. I mentioned that. You can get these cool little things. They got pour spouts on them. See that pour spout right on the front there? For pouring when you do different, I make a soap that's like 4 different colors, and these are great for coloring. When you pour it into your mold, you have your color stuff in here. You keep your clear in the big jar, and you put your colors in that. That way you can do a different pattern of coloring in your soaps, which I'll show you in one of my videos. It'll probably be about 4 or 5 videos from now. But if you stay hooked up to my channel, I'll be on YouTube. I'm probably going to do something somewhere else, as well as Facebook, Purple Passion Soap. You can find out everything. I'm gonna make a series of these. Every time I make a different soap, I'll make a video on it and explain a little bit more at that time. But funnels come in handy. You get a 3-pack of these in 3 different sizes at Walmart. Also, it comes in a 3-pack. Go to Walmart and buy a lot of your stuff. Like I say, you can get these bowls. You get these bowls pretty cheap too. Pyrex. Pyrex is a good bowl. Take lots of heat. Also, stick blender. You want to get yourself a couple stick blenders. This 2-speed, low and high. After you're done with your stick blender, make sure you unplug it so you don't have any accidents, because that blade will chop a fingertip off in a hurry. So be safe. Lots of paper towels. Get you. I buy paper towels by the case, and I keep them in here, so I always have paper towels for messes. Other than that, that's the basics. We're just waiting for our temperatures to come down. They were what, 200 and something? We're 183, so we're getting down there. At 146, we're slowly coming down. So I'm going to hopefully pause this video, and hopefully it doesn't stop on me midway through the pause. So we can come back and mix this stuff up and show you how to mix it and pour it. Okay, so we'll see you in a few minutes. Almost time to mix it, just a few more minutes. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Let's get ready to mix up some soap. So we have our oils, we have our lye, we have our scent, and we have our coloring / activated charcoal. Getting old, having them brain thingies, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got our thing here plugged in. Now, with this, we want to mix this up until it turns to a soup consistency. Not too thick, because we got to do a lot of adding to this over here, mixing it up, pouring in the clear, and then pouring in the activated charcoal. So, let's get everything ready. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay, we got that one mixed. Let's pour in the clear first. We call it clear, but it's going to be the white. It's going to be turned to a white soap. Get that all dished out with our spatula. I forgot to mention that earlier. Get you some spatulas. Okay, now we're going to hold this up, and we're going to put the magic touch of the activated charcoal in there. Get it all dished out. Try to get every last drop in there. Okay, that's one done. Now we're going to do a quick cleanup here, because we're going to do a second loaf, so you want this to be clean and dry to work with. That's just the way I am. Got that done. Let's get this done. That's why I use paper towels. Just clean and wipe these out. No need in getting them super clean. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Wipe up the little bit of spillage. Get another paper towel out. Clean this one up. Wipe down all any messes we got. Okay, the first one is done. Let's get the second bowl of oils ready. And let's clean up our blender a little bit. We'll try not to cut my finger off here. Okay, got that done. Let's do the second one. We got our oils, our lye, our scent, and over here, our activated charcoal. Stick that aside. You ready? Let's mix it up. Get the scent in there. When it becomes opaque, we're going to pour off some of that into our other one. Give that a quick stir. Give that a quick stir. Set that aside. Let's pour our white first into the mold. Beautiful, beautiful looking, beautiful. Get every last drop in there. Wipe our bowl down. That's why you got your spatula. Next, we're going to pour in the activated charcoal. And by doing it the way I'm doing it, and you will see this tomorrow when I unmold it and cut it, that every bar will be different. We're going to set these aside, and we're going to bring you over here and show you what we've got. So let me bring you over. See if I can get this out without cutting you off. I'll show you the soap that's in the mold while it's in the mold. And then you can see it tomorrow. That's what it looks like in the mold. Yes, it looks kind of messy, but that's the way it looks until we take it out and cut it up, and you're going to see some real magic happen. So anyway, that's one loaf or two loaves we made today. I'm Alan from Purple Passion Soaps. Feel free to get in touch with me anytime. If you'd like to buy soaps, I sell all kinds of soaps. I got 20 different scents. And I also do soap making classes, one-on-one or classroom. Anybody from 1 to 12 students, give me a call. Purple Passion Soaps, 904-451-0688. You have a good day making soap.